The homeless of Lakewood and Ocean County. Again, we want to thank everybody who's come out today to show support for the cause, come out to hold signs, and to raise their voice for the people of this community, the underprivileged and the poor. Again, we thank you. We want to thank everybody who's participating here in serving the community, bringing out food, and doing what they can to ease the burden of others. First, what we're going to do is we're going to start out with a few poems that different people have written about the homeless, about Tent City, and about the cause. So first we have Jimmy Esposito, who has a poem. Here, Jimmy's right here. Jimmy's also running for an office, and maybe he'll tell you about that also.
I'm running for 30th District Assembly. I was asked by the tiny poet to read this, and I promised him I would. Where's the compassion? Did justice prevail? They raided Tent City, put Reverend Steve in jail. He has no money, nurtures the poor, lives to help others, asks for no more. Society's cast offs, there are his flock. He fights for their rights, stands like a rock. He despises evil, he breaks no laws, fights for the homeless, stands up for his cause, but authorities abhor him, can't sleep day or night, but fail to admit they're in for a fight. One time years ago, before the flood came, another man helped the poor. Jesus was his name. And that was by the tiny poet. The year was 2001. We addressed the township committee. We said there's a program called Ready, Willing, and Able in Jersey City. We went up to Jersey City. Steve was on the committee at the time. They said, sure, we would come to Lakewood as long as we would be welcomed by the leaders of Lakewood at the time. Ready, Willing, and Able takes people off the street. If they need to be detoxed, they detox. If there's no problem there, that's fine. Gives them a room, trains them in a particular trade, gets them a job, gives them a year free rent, they save the money, and after a year they can go off on their own and get their own apartment. They said no. They said no. We predicted this would happen. We predicted a Tent City would happen. And now it has. I really don't have many solutions on how to reverse this. There should be transitional housing. If it's not in Lakewood, it should be in Ocean County. But there is no transitional housing for single men in Ocean County, and that's a sin. And I hope that Steve keeps up the good fight, and that he doesn't get discouraged, and that any way we can, we could support him. I want to thank you for your time. I don't want to take up too much more of your time. But God bless all of you, and people do care about you. Don't give up.
Thanks, Jim. Yeah, really appreciate that. Again, as Jim mentioned, he's been in the fight for years. We've been doing this since 1999. We've been addressing the issues of homelessness in Ocean County. And where have we gotten? We haven't gotten anywhere when it comes to a shelter in Ocean County. Ocean County still does not have a homeless shelter, even though we've been fighting for at least 13 years now. We've been, again, running up against the brick wall continually. We also have with us Pat Barr, a community leader, somebody who is addressing the issues of poverty in our community, and she also has a poem she would like to read to us.
This is They Are At It Again in Old Tent City. This is also by the tiny poet. They are at it again. What a pity. The authorities raided Old Tent City, locked up Reverend Steve for no good reason. They failed to remember it's Thanksgiving season. These people are homeless, their backs to the wall, pushed around by authorities, made to look small. Many are veterans and seen too much war, can't get it together, their life as before. How can the citizens look the other way when our own people can't live day to day? For God-fearing people to stand by and nod and watch what's happening, it's a sin before God. Thank you.
So again, of course, we'd like to thank the press for being here today to further the voice of this rally to the people out there in our society, and let people realize that there are people of compassion within our society that want to see everybody eased of any burden that can be eased. And so again, we thank everybody that's come out today. But again, I believe there is a famine in the land today. There's a famine of justice. There's a famine of mercy and a famine of compassion.